This is GMT's Barbarossa Army Group South, my solo game. It's June 22nd, 1941, turn 1 of the game. And so on turn 1, there is no strategic segment, so there's no weather. It's always clear. There's no need to check for supply. Everyone's in supply. One thing you do in the supply determination phase, though, is you place bridge units. So the Germans will place 2 bridge units. You can place up to 2 bridge units on each map. So they will place a bridge unit here across the Bug River and here across the Bug River. All right, so now we are on to the German movement phase. So let me reposition this camera a bit. Hopefully I'm not making you guys sick by doing this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a step off of each of these security divisions, since they're only going to be used for they're not going to be used in combat necessarily. They're going to be used for garrison duty. Okay, so we'll start by moving this guy here, and we'll move this guy here. We want to get this guy zocked in, so that he has to make a surrender roll. All right, so then we'll move this guy. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll move him here. We'll move him here. Him here. Now, zones of control do not extend across the border, so Germans can move freely in Poland. Move him here. Let's see, what does that give us? Okay, and let's see. There's our only artillery unit right there, and we'll move him here as well, the anti-tank. So that gives us 9 attack factors. We'll be attacking that UR. We'll also be attacking him. We want to try to isolate Pyramishal. It's too difficult to attack now. One of the things is we want to make more than one attack here, because we want the Russians to have to decide what to do with their artillery unit. You can support one of the defense, but not both. So if we just make one attack, it's obvious he's going to support the one attack we make. So we have to make a diversionary attack. Try to make them make a decision. Okay, so here we'll move this infantry division. 1, 2, 3. We'll move the Ukrainian and the AA. And we'll move this engineer in here. So that gives us 3, 11, 12, 13, and with our artillery it gives us 15. We'll leave the artillery here. And so if they decide to support here, they'll have a defense of 4. We'll have, 15. It'd be nice to get one more in there, make it 16. However, if we only put 8 in here, and he decides to support that one, well, maybe we should. I don't know. Can we get more in here? Let's see. How many stacking do we have in here? Shoot. 1, 2. Yeah, that's there. We've already got 8 stacking in there. So the Ukrainian guy will be the fall guy if we have to take a step loss and take it off the Ukrainian guy. All right. Now, what else are we going to do? All right, so we're going to move this division here, and we'll move the mountain unit 2, 4, 5, 6. Now, even though zones of control do not extend across the border, they do. These URMGs, even though they could be zeros, on their flip side, their backside, they have zones of control, even though they may be nothing. So. Okay, now what are we going to do? All right. let's make sure that I'm still in the frame here. Where am I at? Sorry, I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. I'm doing camera work and everything. Okay, so we'll move him here, I think. And let's move this guy 1, 2. We use the engineer. There's an engineer here somewhere. There we go. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's an artillery unit here that we will use. We'll go. Oh, shoot. Crap. Making a mess, naturally. Okay, the thing with artillery units is they move like armor, but only can move in the motorized phase. So you can move along a rail line in woods and it cuts down the wood. It negates the wood. 1 off the woods. So this would be 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 2. 2, 3. So they can't quite get there. So they'll have to go there. They can still support the attack. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what else we're going to do. Let's see. Okay. Right here, we will attack, and they will, of course, be attacking him. And then right here, we will move this guy up to here. And we will move this assault gun here. Now, the assault gun can be doubled because we're attacking across the fortification there. So we'll move them there. All right. Now, one of the things that we did was we're going to do is we're going to rail up 3 parts of 13th Panzer. So we're not going to bring any supply in this turn. We're going to rail these guys up right to the front, right to there. And we're going to use them as a little added weight to our attack. Okay, now, what the plan is, let me move this down a bit here. The plan will be to, see if I can't maybe span this out a bit so that I can do the rest of it all in the same frame. There we go. Okay, the plan is to attack here, and then we're not going to move in with our motorized units. We're going to, in the motorized phase, move around on this road and get in behind all these guys. So we want to make sure and have a success here, and this should be no problem success. And so we're not going to attack anything in here. This we're going to bypass. One of the kind of a, if you do this move, the siege gun has this siege gun has a range of 1. It's really kind of silly, but anyway. So 1.5, 2.5. Okay, we're also going to swing around, and we are going to attack this guy. So we can go. What's interesting about this game is if you move on a road and then move off the road, you lose the road movement rate for that hex. So normally this would be 1 into here, but we're going to move off the road. You have to count this as an open hex. So it'd be more like a half than 1. So 2.5, 3.5. Let's see. 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. Maybe I can't do that. What am I doing here? 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Okay, so 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4. Moving on a road is another half, and 5 zone of control. And he will go 1, 2, 3 for marsh, and 4 for zone of control. So they will be attacking there. Yes. And what else are we going to do here? Okay. I think. What else? Okay, so ninth, just continuing on down the. Let's see. What am I doing here? Making a mess. Clearly. Okay. Ninth is going to go here. And I hope I'm not jiggling this. That'd be unfortunate. No, I think we're good. Okay, so ninth will go there. I'm going to go back and start over at this edge of the board. It might be easier. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this guy is I want to get around. So because of this bridge unit, it doesn't cost me 2 now. It doesn't cost me 1 to go over the river. So that only costs me 1 instead of 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. I'm sorry, 4, 5, right to there. Because that would be 6 with the zone of control. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what that does is it allows me to project a zone of control here. So all I need is to get a retreat, and he has nowhere to go. So I will move. I think what I'm going to do is make sure. Let's see. Put this guy right here. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Put him here. Just leave him there. And we will leave the. Let's see. So the engineer and that guy, they'll stay right there. Okay, now these can't move because they are not honor adjacent. However, these guys are honor adjacent. This stack to the border. So I'm going to move the. That's my siege gun. The AA unit will move here. We want him to take part in those attacks. Now these motorized assets, they're going to sweep around. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3. Normally that'd be a half, but because I'm moving off the main road onto the minor road, I'm going to go this way. It's 1. So 1, 2, 3. That's a half. So 3, 3.5. 3.5. 3.5. 2 to move across, 2 to move into the swamp, but because of the river, because of the bridge, I don't have to pay for the river. So that's 2.5, 3.5. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, and I can't move any further. It costs 2 more, so it'd be 7.5 to go here. So that's as far as they can go. These 2 units will go 2. Let me start over, one at a time. 2, 4, 5, zone of control. 2, 4, 5, zone of control, and I will be attacking there, and I will be applying, of course, the assault gun gets to double his attack because they are attacking a fortification. So that's nice. Let's see. What am I doing? We will move up somewhere in here. There's a rocket artillery, the 54th. He will go here. His range is 1. So he'll go there. He will help that attack. Let's see, what else? Okay, the B will move in here. Well, let's see, where do we want the B to go? Let's see, no, the rocket's going to go here. Put him here. There. The B will go here. Leave the rocket on the road. The B will go there. They'll all be attacking there. Let's see. Let's move. These guys pretty much can't move. I mean, they can move like around the edges, but that's fine. We're not going to move them. They're going to. These two divisions will attack here. I am going to maybe move this artillery, so I'll put him on top. So these guys will stay where they're at. This is as cluttered as this game gets. First turn. Usually, the good thing about this game is, nice thing about this game is there's not a whole lot of stacking. Like in a lot of operational games, you get huge stacks next to each other. In this one, it's pretty. The stacking is pretty nice. Okay, attacking here, I'm going to use the assets already in the hex. I'm going to add. Let's see. What am I going to add? Let's add. Got a yes. This guy will go 1, 2 and a half, 3 and a half. He'll go in here as well. So I give him 8, 8 and 4 and 4, 16. Okay. This guy, he's going to come back. Now, again, this is going to cost 1 to go into here. That's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. No zone of control extending across, so he can move there. And let's see, what else we gotta do? Make sure I do this right. These guys will stay here. Like that. He will stay there. Like that. I'm going to move the engineer in. Let's see. I'm going to move the engineer in here. Ooh, that was close. Move the engineer in here. Now, I'm going to move him in here. There's an engineer right here. Now, he can move. They cannot. 11th Panzer can't, but this guy can. So he will move in there as well. And it's important here to take that road. Okay, that is very, very important. Here, you want your rail line to go down. So you really want to take these guys out, but it's the rail that's kind of, well, the road is supplying your guys as well, but this is for your rail. There's no rail in this area. Okay, so this road will be supplying all the units that go up it at the beginning of the game. Until you get your rails through here and here, this is the road that supplies the German army here. So it's very important to make sure you clear all the zones of control around the road, because zones of control will block your road for supply. And so even though these things could be zeros, they still project a zone of control. So we want to make sure we take all those out. Okay, now, artillery. We've got lots of artillery in this area. The siege gun will help here. All this artillery. Let's see. What am I going to do? Okay, so here let's leave him here. Let's move Siege Gun will help with this attack. Siege Gun has a range of three hexes. So Siege Gun stays, has to stay. Siege Guns move on their flipped side, and you can only flip them over in the engineering phase. So either they fire or they don't do anything. They can't move. Okay, so I want to get a bunch of artillery down here to make sure these odds are 10 to 1. I want them 10 to 1 if I can get it. So let's move. Okay, these are all right here. So let's move into, let's see. This hex will move this guy. We got a stacking of 1, 10. Move him in there. That's there. Move him here. Him here. That's actually, we want the 4s probably there. So move him there. We will move him down here as well. 1, 2, 3. So move him here. Or should we move him actually there, I guess, as well? There, okay. So we got those there. Let's see. I need a... Oh, actually, you know what? He's going to stay here. We got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he'll go here. There. Okay. And we want one of these guns to move up here. Now this guy will go. Actually, do we want to? I think we want the 4 to move up here. Yeah. The 5 will go 1, 2, 3, and a half, 4 and a half. No, he can go there. He'll go there. We got 2 we can put in there. These are all in there. So we'll put a 4 stacker there, 4 movement there. And these are all 5 movements. Okay, so let's put the 5, the 3 are there. Okay, so he can go here. He'll go here. He'll go here. And actually, these zeros. Okay, and these 2 are 0 stacking, so they'll go here. Pile all that artillery in there, and we are going to support. Now, up to 4 artillery units can support an attack. So we are going to make sure we blow this line away for sure. And that's basically the movement. None of these guys can move back here. They're all too far from the front. So we are going to place our attacks after the movement phase. We are going to attack right here. We will attack here. Attack there. There. And each of these 3 hexes there, there, and there. Attack there. 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 Attack right there. And 2 more attacks. These are the attacks that are at best iffy right there. Okay. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 attacks on the first turn. Now again, they're all supplied, so we want to do as much damage as we can with trying to avoid as much damage to the German army as possible. So I will, let's see, let's stop the video here, and then I'll do the next video will be on German attack, the combat phase, because the Soviets get to do some things. On the first turn, well, their headquarters are all interdicted, so they can't do any reaction, and they can't issue any orders for no retreats or additional retreats. They can still support with artillery. They have a couple choices to make what to do with artillery, and this is the one that's going to be interesting. I've got 15. It depends on what that is. If that's a 3, they're going to support here. That's the only attack within range of this artillery. So that could be 5. It could be 3 to 1. It could be, if it's a 1. So you can only support with as much defense or attack as you have. So in this case, if it's a 1, he could support, but it would support at 1. So he'd be 2. If it's a 0, he supports at 0. And it's a waste of the artillery unit. Ideally, you would like to advance in and swing these units around, trapping everything here in the motorized phase. These 3 attacks will obliterate here, sending 11th Panzer towards Brody. These attacks will just do whatever damage they can along the frontier, and here, hopefully, I will be able to kill these 2 stacks for sure, and then the motorized units will, in the motorized phase, swing around and block these units from retreating back to Kovel, making Kovel much easier to take, hopefully. That's the plan, and so I will, I'll just stop the video here, and then we'll do a new video for the combat phase. Hopefully this it wasn't too boring. It was a lot of nothing. So